Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Ghost. This is another edition of our weekly watch list where I give you guys my best setups coming into the week. Definitely got some exciting stuff happening this week with FOMC or rate decision and Powell. So you do want to take advantage of the volatility that we'll probably be getting sometime this week during Wednesday and Thursday, most likely. So let's get into my favorite setups for SPY ETF. To give you the upside targets and setups I have planned for this week. The first one I want to tell you is a break above this 511.82 on SPY. I am going to be looking to take some long and or call positions to target this daily retest up here. I'll trim mostly heavily in between these areas of 513.43 all the way up to 514.2. So that's just one long bullish setup I'm looking at. The second one is if we do get a pushback down into 507.38, I will stay patient, won't be taking any positions there most likely, just because of how the trend is. I'd like to see us kind of show some strength. So I'll be watching to see 507 bounce and then reclaiming this 508.5. Then I'll take my other entry for longs for this week. And that'll be my two favorite setups for the bullish setups. So the short setups that I am watching this week is if we do get this push back up to this area at that 514.2, and then we reject and close back below this 513.43, I'll scale into some shorts or puts at that point. Hopefully we can target all the way back down and some more, since it'll be a failed lower high. The other one I want to be extra more patient with, it's going to be this break of this 507.38. Very important level here to hold for bullish momentum overall trend. So I don't want to be the first to try to short that area if we do fail. I kind of want to see if we get swept and come back. And if we do hold below these two strong resistances and then close back below, will probably be the best and safest entry to take shorts. But definitely want to be on watch if we do lose this level. We do have some room down. We can get that push all the way back to 504. And potentially our main bounce level, I'm not sure we'll get it this week, but this is a strong level around that 503.5 to around right down to 502.87 on the hourly. So that's what I'll be watching for SPY. Let's get into the next ticker. So the next ticker we're going to be looking at is the ES futures, the June 21st, 2024 contract. So just piggybacking off what I said with the SPY setups, I'm going to be telling you how I'm going to use ES as confluence and also potentially using it for entries. The first entry for the bullish side that I'll be looking for is this break above this 5203, this level, this strong resistance. If we do close above there and also we get that SPY setup and entry, definitely have that double confluence, and I could be looking to take this also back to its daily level up at that 5221, using SPY levels to trim, and then making sure I'm mostly all out when we get towards this daily level up here on SPY and on ES. The other one will be this bounce area right down below on the daily on ES, will be this 5129.25. I potentially might take that entry, but the stronger one will be that 5121.75. We'll see where SPY lines up at that same time when we're getting towards that area, and if we have a confluence to take that bounce and reclaim just like on SPY. And then for the short side, I definitely don't see much that I like for ES. I'll probably use more SPY for the confluence to take the short side setups, but I do want to see us lose this 5168.5 to feel confident and have that extra confluence that we are going to potentially get a push down to that lower daily level, and we can look for that bounce area down there. The other one is this rejection on 5221. I do not want to see ES above this area while SPY is rejecting that 513.5 and breaking below there. So that way, when we do look for our entry on the SPY short setup, we're not above a strong support on ES, and I'll use that as my confluence to be in that short setup. So that's all I'm looking at on ES. Let's get into the next ticker. So now looking at our next ticker, the QQQ ETF, I'm just going to be paying attention to mostly the hourly levels, just because how QQQ has been behaving lately. The hourly levels are getting respected a lot more. Seems like the movements are being a lot quicker than SPY or SPX. We've got a lot of divergence price action with QQQ and SPY. So I kind of just simplified it, went back into the hourly levels. I'm going to give that same respect as the daily for QQQ that I usually do for the hourly levels, and just gonna make sure that I'm not getting ahead of myself when I'm taking those setups with SPY and ES. So right now we're in a bearish area on QQQ, but we are getting close to a buy area, some strong supports that haven't been tested in a while. So I want to see if QQQ pushes down, diverges away from SPY, while SPY is just holding out or even moving up. As QQQ is coming into this area, I want to pay attention to it. Definitely will have better, stronger confluence taking those upside setups if we are around these areas. But I'll stay more patient if we're here waiting until QQQ does somehow break above all these resistances and gets back into this strong bullish area up here. So that's all I'm going to be watching. It's the same with NQ. They're both in some pretty bearish price action areas. So some strong resistances are built up above here. But we're pretty much close to the areas where I'll see potentially mostly buyers here, and they will get some reactions. The first setup will probably be a bounce here and then see if we can reclaim here. But if we don't and we reject back down from a 431 reject, I'll be watching to see if the second area of buyers holds the 428 and vice versa. I do see this potentially bouncing us and coming back again to retest here and potentially get a rejection up here, until eventually one of these buyers do end up pushing it all the way back up. But we'll be patient and just use this as a confluence. And also with NQ, let's go look at that chart. So the price action in this area for NQ is a lot more balanced with how many sellers and buyers are potentially in this area. But it looks like there's more sellers below, and the real dip will probably be picked up around that 17,722 if buyers do not hold this area. So I do want to see if we hold right now with NQ and then get a push back up to this 18,269 level. But I'll definitely be watching to see if it reclaims any of these strong resistances. If we do hold back above 18,161, overall I'll be feeling very good with my setup for the long side on SPY and on ES. But I'll be watching and monitoring these. These are also on the hourly time frame, so I'll just be watching that for this week alone. I'll switch back into daily once QQQ starts to move alongside with SPY and ES. But that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got FOMC, big week, lots of opportunities. I hope everybody capitalizes, and I appreciate you guys. Peace.